You are watching the 2025 NBA Epitome Game Series presented by Law Murray, Power Rankings Project Ringmaster at The Athletic. This is where I pick out one game from each team from the last regular season. I am putting the spotlight on the biggest weakness of the 14 teams that missed the playoffs and the biggest strength of the 16 playoff teams from the regular season. This installment features the Phoenix Suns. I said last year that the Suns defense projects to be suspect. Phoenix went from being embarrassing in the fourth quarter to being embarrassing in all quarters, wasting a great shooting team with a bottom five defense. The epitome game for the Suns came at Oklahoma City in February, right before the trade deadline. That means that by this time, the Suns had alienated Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal already. Beal came off the bench, Durant sat out, and as usual, the Suns defense was absent as well. In the quarter defensive situation, Ryan Dunn is going to get help from Devin Booker on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but there's no rotation to the next pass. Isaiah Joe hits a buzzer-beating three, and the Suns did not have a single steal in the first quarter of this game. In fact, the only steal that the Suns had in the first half of this game comes right here. Isaiah Joe gets it to Alex Caruso. Caruso pumps Tyus Jones, drives baseline, sees Isaiah Hartenstein late. Hartenstein can't handle the hot pass. Mason Plumlee gets credited with a steal. The Suns did not score off of this turnover. However, the Suns led by as many as 12 in the first half. The third quarter, absolute avalanche. Live ball turnover by the Suns. Aaron Wiggins pushes, gets it to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he's going to put this ball behind his back. Tyus Jones reaches. SGA teaches. This is going to force a timeout. It was not going to help. The Suns made one basket the entire third quarter. Shai outscored the Suns 18-16 by himself. By the fourth quarter, Shai's only in the game to drop 50 on the Suns. Spoiler alert, he gets it on this play. It doesn't matter that Bradley Beal and Grayson Allen had him pinned on the sideline. Shai gets his 50, and also this game had a 50-point turnaround. The Suns lost this game 140-109, allowing a 24-6 assist-to-turnover ratio. The Suns allowed 14 more offensive rebounds and forced 16 fewer turnovers, a -30 in the possession battle in a game they lost by 31 points. Only the Jazz were worse at forcing turnovers last season, and only two teams had fewer steals than the Suns. You'd be shocked to learn that the Suns fired their head coach for the third year in a row, with Mike Budenholzer being replaced by Cavaliers assistant Jordan Ott, who was actually hired by the Hawks 12 years ago to be Bud's video coordinator. Points for continuity, something Phoenix won't have much of on next year's roster outside of the newly extended Devin Booker. Durant was traded to Houston for Jalen Green and Dillon Brooks, and Beal was waived with nearly $100 million left on his no-trade clause contract. The Suns also drafted center Kaman Malawach 10th overall while acquiring former Hornets center Mark Williams. This team went from being in the finals 4 years ago to upset in the semifinals as a 1 seed, to getting blown out at home again in the semifinals, to getting swept in the quarterfinals, to out of the playoff conversation entirely. Stay tuned for the next installment of the 2025 NBA Epitome Game Series featuring the Chicago Bulls.